Man United 4, Sheffield United 2. We always find new ways, isn't it? We find new ways to make the game difficult for ourselves, to be honest with you. It was a weird one because we did everything in the game to be leading comfortably, to be winning comfortably, to blow Sheffield United out of the water, but we didn't take our chances. And then one stupid mistake from Onana allows them to score. And everyone around me just kind of just laughed. It's just like, we've had 3 or 4 chances. Why are we not 3-0 up? It should have been 3-0 up by them. And we give away a stupid goal. And then Harry Maguire pops up with another goal as well. And you know, just on Harry Maguire, his turnaround, we have to say he's done well this season. This is a player that was, you know, on his way out to West Ham, you know, taken so much flack off the fans, taken so much flack online. Has he moaned? Has he gone and tweeted? Has he gone and out in public and started saying stuff? No, he hasn't. He got his head down. He's bought his time, and actually, there's been a lot wrong with the team this year and a lot of the bad performances, but this year he's actually done really well. So he gets us back in the game at 1-1. So you're thinking, right, business is restored. It's fine. And we still miss more chances to go 2-1 up. You're getting at half-time and you're like, right, we should be okay. What do Man United do? Lack of concentration again. A lack of concentration again, and we find ourselves 2-1 down again from a strong position. Come straight out of half-time. You're thinking what's been said, and you find yourself 2-1 down. So again, we have to go back to the drawing board and keep doing the things right and get back to 2-2. The most frustrating thing about the first half, before I carry on, is that we were doing everything right. The ball manipulation was good. We were moving their back five from side to side. We were getting in. Garnacho was wasteful. I thought Eriksen and Bruno, who I'll talk about in a minute, was doing everything they needed to do. We were on top. We just didn't score. It wasn't really Ten Hag's fault in that sense. But Bruno Fernandes today was absolutely outstanding. He really, really was. That was a proper captain's performance from him. You know, he just took everything that he needed to do. He came deep to collect the ball when he needed to. Plenty of balls over the top, plenty of movement from him. You know, he scores his penalty, a left foot shot to actually give us the lead, which it looked like it was going to have to be a moment of brilliance to actually break them down. Left foot shot into the far corner is a brilliant goal. And then he gives the assist to Rasmus as well to give him some much needed confidence. So Bruno was absolutely outstanding today, by far the man of the match. I thought Dalot was good today as well. And it was just one of them games where everything was fine, but we made stupid mistakes. Now, there's another side to this now. If you're looking at it from where Man United are, you could say, technically, we've just played 2 championship teams in, 4 or 5 days and conceded 5 goals. Like, it's still not right. There were times when Sheffield United in transition, again, opened us up. Ben Berra and Diaz. It was difficult. You know, we're still allowing transitions to happen. Yes, we've got plenty of players missing. Yes, we've got Casemiro at centre-half. But they're bottom of the league. They're bottom of the league. They just lost 4-1 to Burnley. Sheffield United fans at different points of the game were shouting, "How shit must you be? We're winning away." Do you know what I mean? So it's not one of those. It's you have to look at the whole context, which we should be completely blowing them away. But at the end of the day, it was one of them ones where we had to do what we had to do. Didn't say it was Ten Hag's fault. What the fuck are you talking about?
Just saying.
I didn't say it was Ten Hag's fault.
41 different starting lineups.
Exactly. Exactly. If you let me, I will. I will. If you let me. That's literally what I'm trying to do. So there's two sides to it. There's a lot of context to it. So that's not something we haven't seen before, where in transition we've been opened up the whole time. But if you're looking at it, there's been so many different players who've had to come in and out, and Casemiro against championship opposition is going to be fine. If we play better teams, of course he's going to struggle. But overall, we've got the job done, and that's because Bruno decided to rise, and he's low-key having a good season at the moment. He's low-key turning it around, he's scoring goals and getting us through it. But even though there's players out and even though there's injuries, we can still see why the team's not set up right. And Man United still find ways to make the game difficult for ourselves. Can Ten Hag legislate for individual errors? No, he can't. Onana completely just sells Dalot short. Like, we're in complete control and he makes a stupid-ass mistake. Because Ten Hag's bought Onana, that's his fault in that moment. That's just not how football works. It's individual errors that are costing us. Casemiro, a couple of passes out from the centre-half position into midfield, giving the ball away, putting us on the back foot. Another thing I want to say is Ahmad. I just don't know how he's not starting. The manager, is that the manager's decision? Is that the manager's decision that Ahmad's not starting? Right. Ahmad's not starting. I don't know what he's got to do. Anthony's starting the game again. He's busy, you know, cupping his ears to the commentary fans. He gets a start tonight. What did he do? Nothing. Ahmad come on, and within 4 minutes, he's won us a corner. The corner then leads to the penalty. Then we score. And in general, his general play with how he looks after the ball, how he comes in off the outside to in, how he brings people into play, he's just a lot crisper than Anthony. It's that simple. He's just better than him. So I don't know, even at this stage of the season, with the team completely depleted in injuries and Anthony out of form, Rashford not playing well, he has to play games. He must start against Burnley now. Surely. He's got to start against Burnley. I just don't see how he can't start against Burnley. So, look, overall, it's a win. It's the win that we should have had. Did we make it difficult for ourselves? Yes. The Scousers have lost as well, 2-0. That's their title race done. That's also good to see. But there's still concerns, man. But it's about getting points on the board to the end of the season, because realistically, all we've got to play for is the FA Cup final. Looking up and trying to get Europe and stuff like that, that's beyond us. It's about making sure we don't have our worst ever Premier League finish. That's what it's about. Don't finish 8th, don't finish 9th. Newcastle lost today as well, so little 3-point gap between them. Chelsea, they've got Villa. They ain't going to win that. They'll get slapped. Matisse will be crying. So we've got Burnley next. Get that in the bag, because we've got tough games coming up in our run-in as well. Arsenal are going to want to come here. We know what game that's about. Crystal Palace are in form. They got Eze and Elise back. That's our next away game. That's going to be tough. Brighton away on the last day of the season. Newcastle home. So if you don't beat Sheffield United and Burnley in this instance and get 6 points on the board, you're starting to turn around a little bit and say, oh, the next batch of games are tough. But on the flip side, can we get some players back? Get Varane back in there, get Martinez back in there. Can Luke Shaw get a game before the end of the season to try and build some form of confidence? Hopefully he can. Another player I want to big up today, Kobbie Mainoo. Again, the way this guy just wants the ball, he's just playing at his own tempo, playing at his own speed. It's alarming how good he is. It really, really is. So he played well. Garnacho today was wasteful, but I don't know. I noticed in his body language and just how he was. He was quite lethargic. Like, he's looking like a player who's just played so many games. He's played game in, game out, again, because the senior players haven't helped him out. Marcus Rashford's been poor this season. Anthony's been poor this season. Sancho's not here anymore. So this kid was coming in and out off the bench last year, where it's his starting season this year, where he's being a main starter, has had to do so much. And you can tell there's a lot of games that are accumulating for him. And there's a lot of times where he's looking a little bit jaded or being, quite wasteful. But one thing about Garnacho is that he keeps going. He always wants the ball. So he done well. And you know who else I'm going to big up? Although he acted like he got shot and stayed down for ages, Wes Foderingham made loads of saves today. He made loads of saves. So ironically, it was his fault why there was 9 minutes added on. So hold that. But to be fair, he was one of the reasons why we weren't clear. So he done well as well. So look, roll on Burnley and get the 3 points in the bag. My man of the match, it has to be Bruno Fernandes. It can be no one else. He was absolutely excellent. A proper captain's performance from him. He's taken a lot of stick recently for, just being Bruno, and some people have turned on him and stuff like that. But that just shows you why he is the captain, and he's been one of our best players this season. So yeah, big him up. He's done well.